We welcome you back to High Heat. Yasmani Grandal, the backstop for the Chicago White Sox, the team that has a 2.5-game lead in the AL Central, largely because of their starting pitching staff and the man behind the dish calling the shots. Yaz, thanks for taking the time to be with us. I want you to brag a little bit about your pitching staff. You guys lead the American League in ERA. You're third in all of baseball. What is it about these arms that has allowed you guys to be so successful?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. And second of all, it's a mindset. It's a mindset we've gotten into here in the South Side. I think these guys are ready to show what they can do. Leading it off with Giolito, and Gio's been battling through some things, but he's the head of a pitching staff, and all of a sudden you throw two veterans in there, and the other arms we got after that. C's did a great job yesterday. Seems like he's coming along. We still got Kopech. We still have a bunch of guys that you guys haven't seen yet. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about what we got here on the South Side.
Yeah, it's incredible to think that there's even more ammunition as far as the arms are concerned. You mentioned Cease, and you've also mentioned that Giolito is going through some things, but you guys have had some pretty impressive starts this year. And when Lance Lynn was talking to the rest of your pitching staff about making sure they made a commitment to go deeper into the ball game, how much do you think that conversation changed the way things were going for you guys?
I think it changed a lot. I think a lot of these guys weren't used to having somebody come up to them and let them know, hey, you need to do this, and this should be your mindset. And I've always said the same thing. I hold my pitching staff to a lot. I want to make sure that they know that coming from me every time they step on the mound, if they're starters. I'm looking to hopefully call a perfect game. I'm looking to hopefully call a no-hitter. And it's not because I want to call those things. It's because I want to see them go 9 innings, and I want to see them get the win. So, anything short of 9 innings is just a failure for me. So the fact that Lance was able to do that, the fact that Lance was able to change their mentality and go and let them know, hey, you guys got to be Bulldogs, and you guys got to give everything you got every 5 days. And if we do that, we're going to come out on top. It was great.
You had mentioned the opportunity to catch a perfect game or a no-hitter, and in your 10 years, it's hard to believe, Yaz, that you've already been in the big leagues a portion of 10 seasons. But in your 10 years, what's the furthest you've ever got in terms of a no-hitter?
So, yeah, no, it was crazy. The no-hitter was a combined no-hitter with the Dodgers. I had no idea we had a no-hitter going. We're in Mexico. Buehler started for 5 innings. We struggled a little bit. He couldn't get anything in the strike zone. All of a sudden, we had a lot of traffic in the bases. I had no idea until about the 9th inning where Alan Levitor comes in. I asked him what he wanted with men on second, and he said, I don't think there's anybody getting on base. So I was like, all right. I looked up at the scoreboard, and I find out there's no hits, and we go from there. So, but I've gotten pretty close to, we had the Rich Hill had 8 innings in Miami, a perfect game. It seems like every year you get 1 or 2, maybe 3 games where you go deep in games like that, and all of a sudden you think you're going to get it, but that's how hard it is.
Yeah, I remember when you were catching Rich Hill, he actually went into the 9th inning, broken up in the 10th as far as that no-hitter was concerned. And you mentioned that combined no-no by your former club, the Dodgers, in that Mexico series against the Padres. And in your career, Yaz, you've caught a lot of very good aces. What was it like, catching Kersh when you were with the Dodgers, and is there anyone on this White Sox staff that kind of reminds you of that lefty?
Well, I mean, I faced that lefty when that lefty was throwing 100 miles an hour, so it's kind of hard to have somebody remind me of him. It was that was crazy. That's just greatness, and we've seen it, and he's done it for a long time. I mean, I don't know what's going on in my room right now, but everything's going crazy.
Either housekeeping or room service is trying to get a hold of you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure, but yeah, no, not anybody. Nobody's gonna remind me of Kersh when Kersh was going great. But there's obviously a few guys here that we have that got power arms and that have the ability to be great. I said it in spring training. I think Dylan Cease, if we can get him to be where we see him going and hitting that high ceiling at any point in time, he can be a Cy Young winner. He's got the repertoire for that, and obviously you got Michael Kopech, who, if we see him getting to where we see him going, he can be a Cy Young winner at some point. So, we have Garrett Crochet, we have Jimmy Lambert, and the lower levels. We have a lot of guys who have lots of talent. So yeah.
I want to ask you a little bit about you guys offensively, and obviously a rare thing with you, Yaz, is that a switch hitting catcher able to do so much at the plate, but your patience at the plate and your discipline in the strike zone has been tremendous. What has allowed you to have so much success, particularly with the base on balls this season?
It's just it's studying film, is recognizing situations, is recognizing what the other team is trying to do, what their game plan is. Whether they see a better matchup with the guy behind me. It's little things like that. At the same time, is realizing that you have a game plan and you want to hit your pitch. You don't want to hit their pitch, and all of a sudden, a lot of times you're missing, and it's a 4-pitch walk, and I treat a walk just like a base hit. The game is won by scoring runs, so the more I get on base, the more the whole team gets on base, the more chances we get to scoring a run. So yeah.
All right, yeah, you've walked 13 times in the 4 games so far this month. Only 2 players in Major League Baseball history have done that in a 4-game span, Babe Ruth and Bryce Harper. So you're certainly in good company there. I don't know if your manager, Tony La Russa, is trying to get a hold of you. Hopefully we're not making Skip mad doing this interview. What's it been like to be his backstop and work with him as a manager?
It's been great. It's got to be somebody for the team. Don't worry about it. These guys has been great. They changed the mentality we had here. They've changed a few things of how we work. They're all about getting guys rested and making sure that everybody's getting their rest and playing almost at 100%. So. It's something different, but it seems to be working.
Yeah, no question about it. And whatever you guys are doing on the south side of Chicago is working as well. Yasmani Grandal, it's great to see the success that you're having. Thanks for taking a few minutes to be with us today. We really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, guys.